Magical Mystery School, and thank you so much for coming back. Let's see, what are we going to do today? Astrology lesson 18. Oh, wow. So we're going to talk about Pluto and Neptune. And just to remind you, if you're just finding us, you can go to the end of this video and there'll be a little rectangle with astrology, and you can hit that and start with lesson 1. Or you can hit the channel icon below me in the circle. All right, so with Neptune and Pluto, Neptune, these are both outer planets. They're also called generational planets. And Neptune is our planet of glamour, Hollywood, love, unconditional love, ecstasy, artists, all these wonderful things. The ocean too, of course. But not only is it artists, but it's also con artists. So you got to watch out a little bit with Neptune of that gossamer veil, not clouding your vision too much, in other words. So let's see. And it's also very, very psychic. So be prepared for, not only that confusion and stuff that can come with psychic abilities, but just being able to communicate on another level, basically. Now, Neptune spends about 13, 14 years in a sign, and I'll just hold this up if you want to take a screenshot. And the person that did the extra credit was kind enough. She was born in 1967. So she's right here. She's Neptune in Scorpio. And we will be using her as our example person right off the bat. And let's see. Oh, and let me just mention a little bit. This camera is bugging me a little bit. Sorry. There you go. We're also going to talk about Pluto, which is another generational planet. Now, it can spend 12, 13 years in a sign, and then up to 30 years in a sign, because it has an oval orbit. So I'll just hold that up if you want to write those down. And again, we're going to use this person born in 67. So she's going to be Pluto and Virgo. And just remember with both of these, just like we said with Uranus last time, if you're born anywhere like on this one, 71 to 73, you're probably going to want to get your own chart done. And just go to Google and type in free astrology chart, and you'll be amazed at all the options that show up for you. So, so Pluto is our planet of regeneration. I really like the phoenix as a symbol for Pluto, or it comes to Earth and it crashes, blows up into a big fire, and then rebirths itself into a beautiful new bird. So that's kind of what Pluto is. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs. It's the planet of regeneration, death, and rebirth, all those good things. It's also our creative will, as can be compulsive, where we just feel like we have to do things and that sort of thing. Just remember Hades, Persephone, that sort of balance. Okay, so let's start off, and I'm just going to put you on pause and bring the camera down to... Okay, so like I said, this person, Lily from Wyoming, is born with Neptune in Scorpio in the 5th house. So generationally, there's going to be a lot of people, in that time frame that's going to have Neptune in Scorpio, but only 1/12 of those people will have Neptune in the 5th house. So Neptune in Scorpio, of course, this is a water planet. Neptune rules the oceans and all waters. Scorpio is a water sign, a fixed water sign. So there's going to be a lot of agreement here. It's a more comfortable placement for Neptune than some other signs. So that emotion, that psychic ability that's prevalent with this combination will be somewhat comfortable for the person. Now, the fifth house is our house of romance, fun, creativity, just all sorts of, good things like that. So the one thing people with Neptune in the fifth house, and it doesn't matter what sign you're in, but just be aware that sometimes you may be so in love, just go out into a romantic dream, basically. There can be sometimes disappointment with that kind of romance. But Neptune in Scorpio in the fifth house, it's a pretty good lover, that's for sure. Because he got, got a lot of good skills there. Okay. These people are also in the fifth house with that creativity and stuff. Really, they could actually be very good, not only artists, but actors, actresses, musicians, and all that kind of thing also. Okay, now just to do a little compare and contrast, let's move Neptune up into Sagittarius into the sixth house and see how we would interpret that. So, Neptune, the sixth house. Oh, I should have said, fifth house, that's Leo's house. So these people are pretty proud too, of course. So with Neptune in the sixth house, that house is ruled by Virgo. And so these people, and Sagittarius is the sign of higher mind, higher education. So with Neptune there, people are going to be fairly interested in studying about mystery schools and studying, actually going to classes for things like that. Now, with this sixth house and with Neptune there's a strong feeling of there needs to be some sort of self-sacrifice. And this can be for health things like volunteering at the hospital, volunteering with people who are disabled. But remember, the sixth house also rules pets. So this would be a great place to volunteer for it at your local shelters and that kind of thing for animals. And also, not only can someone with Neptune in the sixth house be interested in healing techniques, and with Sag, maybe foreign things like acupuncture, Reiki, all sorts of things like that too. Not only studying those healing modalities, but doing it for animals. That would be a really great expression of Neptune in the sixth house. Okay, so I think that works pretty good. Let's go ahead and move over to Pluto. And our friend here had Pluto in Virgo in the third house. Okay, so Pluto in, can you guys see that? Yeah, okay. So Pluto in Virgo is really going to give us almost an obsessiveness of being a perfectionist. Like this person will work and work and work and work to make something right. So this would be a great person for any kind of where you really needed some sort of work that needs to be done. Every I dotted, every T crossed, that kind of thing. This person will give you that benefit, because wherever you see Pluto, that's kind of an all or nothing sign, or planet, or energy. So having it in Virgo, yeah, they are going to be hard workers to get all the details right. Now in the third house, remember, this is our house of siblings, neighborhoods. It's ruled by Gemini, so some mental activity here. And what we're going to find here is that with Pluto, who's kind of one of the secret keepers, that this person is probably going to be kind of like the secret keeper for the family. This is, and also the peacekeeper. So this is the person that, I don't know if they're the middle child or not, but they're going to be running back and forth between siblings, trying to create peace, even between their siblings and their parents. Then with Pluto there, need to watch out a little bit that their siblings don't plot to team up against them. They'd rather be the peacemaker than the one getting plotted against. Now, with this being the third house, Gemini's house, they will have a lot of opinions. And they, with Pluto there, they will not give up those opinions unless they get good, hard, solid facts to make them change their mind. So just in general, this is a person with a very penetrating mind with Virgo, Gemini, Pluto. They're very good at keeping secrets. Their job may even be about keeping secrets for work and traveling with secret things. And and with technology, because Pluto and Virgo was sort of the advent when computers really started being invented. Because remember, that's 1956 to 72, that computers really were just starting to revolutionize, the way we live. Now, now can we live without a computer? But this person is going to have a real love-hate type relationship with all kinds of technology. Yes, they can't live without it, but sometimes it just drives them crazy. Now, just to get a little compare and contrast, let's look at Pluto in Libra in the fourth house. Now, for the whole generation of Pluto in Libra, so that's going to be 1972 to 1984. This is really the first generation of children growing up with divorce. Okay, Libra, Pluto, if it's not right, Libra, justice, if it's not working, ooh, there's our clock. I'm out. So this is an in or out. And really, before that time, before the 70s, yeah, people got divorced. But now we're up to, it's pretty much 50-50 whether you stay married or not. So that's a big change. So these people, they will work very, very hard on relationships. They will not give up. But once they do and they say, I'm done, I've done everything I could, they are done. They're gone. They're not there anymore. But just in general, anybody who has Pluto, no matter what sign, in the fourth house, this is going to be a person that kind of wants to rule the roost a little bit there. So there can be a few power struggles there at home. A better way to, or a good way to get that energy out is to start integrating mystical, occult studies into the home. Now you say, well, how do I do that? Feng Shui is a great one, and I'm hoping to do classes on Feng Shui. Dowsing is another good way. Gardening by the moon signs. Starting to incorporate those sorts of ideas into your home life. And also people with Pluto, because remember that fourth house is our physical home that we're living in. This is a person that would get great joy out of composting, recycling, doing all sorts of, water harvesting, doing everything they can to be a good conservationalist. So this would be the kind of person you walk into their kitchen and they've got a bag for garbage, a bag for paper, a bag for aluminum, a bag, they're really into their recycling. So anyway, I hope you can start to see how this works, and with the whole Pluto and generational type work, as well as Neptune. And I think I'll call it quits on this class for today. And next class, we're going to start looking at the aspects, and that's going to be the relationships between with the planets, and that's going to be really fun too. Okay, so Just remember, from there to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. Bye.